Welcome. We're live here at West Fargo High School here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Hope you're having a great afternoon there. You got the JV game in, and that was final score, and that one was 7-1 in favor of the Sheyenne Mustangs in the JV game. And we got the varsity game coming up next year. You know, just so you're aware, because we just found this out a few moments ago too. So they'll finish the warm-ups. Cheyenne's over here warming up, and looks like they're heading mostly back to the bench. Got a few Packers on the field warming up yet. So after the warm-ups, we're going to go to our national anthem, and then after the national anthem, the players will take their spots on the field, and there won't be like a starting lineup where they line up and run out and they're announced one by one, and that's just because of the social distancing guidelines that are in practice. So the players will just take their spots on the field, and then we will have the opening whistle, and we will get ready to rock and roll here.
Do not use any bleachers that are wrapped in caution tape. These bleachers are closed. We ask our fans to maintain physical distancing to the best they can. Physical distancing is a personal responsibility. Masks are recommended at all West Fargo Public Schools outdoor venues. We have hand sanitizing stations available by the ticket booth and under the west bleachers. All Packer boys soccer games are being live streamed by Magnitude Sports. We would like to thank Magnitude Sports and Midco for making this happen.
And in addition to Midco, I also want to give a shout out and thanks to Giant Seeds, Game Time, Banner Buzz, Uber and Uber Eats, and 3 Lions in West Fargo. If you don't have the ability to get into the game here due to limited seating situation, head on over to 3 Lions and ask your server to turn on the game, and they will do that. They air a majority of the Magnitude games, and unless nobody goes there and watches them, then they don't. But if you go there and ask them to turn it on, they will get it on a TV for you, so you can watch it from 3 Lions. Well, you bring your kids there and get some lunch and all that cool stuff, right? Maybe a supper is probably the better way to put it. So we'll turn down that microphone just to get rid of some of that copyrighted music in the background there. Cheyenne's off the field, so we'll keep the camera there on the Packers. Your starting lineups in the goal for the Sheyenne Mustangs will be the junior goalkeeper, Cooper Svalson. And then in the flip side for the Packers, it'll be the senior goalkeeper, Iressa Kissimable. And then your other starters look like this for the Sheyenne Mustangs. Number 2, Reese Breidenbach. Number 5, Brady Lambert, both on defense. Midfielder will be number 6, Kai Black. Number 7 will be a forward/midfielder, Caden Aberly. Number 8 is Abraham Colley. Number 10, Anas Mohammed, a junior midfielder. Number 12, Zach Breidenbach, a junior defenseman. Number 16, Isaiah Williams, a junior midfielder. Number 17, Mohammed, a sophomore midfielder. And number 18, Seth Kotzbacher, a senior defenseman. Your starters for the West Fargo Packers. Eli Senvi, check that. No, he is not a starter. It's number 2, Landon Pritchard. Number 4, Yuma Kabbalah. And number 7, Dahal. Number 11, Mason Winninger. Number 13, Rashabu Morisho. And number 17, Kishore Rai. Number 18, Logan Hager. Number 21, Calvin Atubra. And number 22, Ashis Magar. And number 23, Ibrahim Bangura. We'll break now for our national anthem. Be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The value.
All right, they're going over the starters once again. We'll see how I
Forward
did on
number
name
7, Caden
pronunciations.
Aberley. Midfielder number 8, Abraham Colley. Midfielder number 10, Anas Muhammad. Defense number 12, Zach Breidenbach. Midfielder number 16, Isaiah Williams. Midfielder number 17, Muhammad. And defending number 18, Seth Kotzbacher. The Mustangs are coached by head coach John Melendez. He's assisted by Durham Monty, Randy Cernick, Thomas Schroeder, and Jacob Anderson. Now introducing your starters for the West Fargo Packers. In goal, number 1, Arisa Kasimbo. On defense, number 2, Landon Pritchard. Also on defense, number 4, Yuma Kabala. Defender, number 7, Om Dahal. Midfielder, number 11, Mason Winninger. On defense, number 13, Rajabu Mauricio. Forward, number 17, Kishore Rai. Midfielder, number 18, Logan Hager. Forward, number 21, Kelvin Atrubra. Midfielder, number 22, Ashish Magar. And forward, number 23, Ibrahim Bengura. Packers are coached by head coach Eva Fitz, assisted by George Gold, Nathan Sample, and Matt Prochniak. The officials for tonight's game are registered by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and have been selected for their demonstrated ability. The officials tonight are John Plambeck, Connor Dunn, and Zijad Repak. We ask for your support in assisting our game officials in a respectable manner. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you rise, remove any headwear, and stand at attention as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, so we'll take one more break as the national anthem will be now instead of earlier. Be right back.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD. All right, welcome back. And the national anthem just finished up seconds ago. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Midco, Giant Seeds, Game Time, Banner Buzz, Uber and Uber Eats, and 3 Lines in West Fargo. You can't get here due to the limited seating. Head on over to 3 Lines. Ask your server to turn on the game, and they will do just that. As we get underway here in the first half, West Fargo Packers in the green, West Fargo Cheyenne in the white. And we'll have our first penalty of the soccer season here on the home field for West Fargo. West Fargo got a win over Grand Forks Central up at Cushman Field in Grand Forks on yesterday, on Tuesday. And, I said yesterday on Tuesday. I meant to say on Tuesday. They would win over the Knights 5-3. And then that makes them 1-0 on the season, while the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs, they would tie 1-1 with Fargo South, or check that, with Red River on Tuesday. And that would make them, coming into this game, 0-1. No wins, no losses, and 1 tie. With the free kick here is Abraham Colley. He'll set up. About 28 yards out from the goal. He'll put it right up over the top for the first shot of the game. JV game was won by Sheyenne 7-1. They had 18 or 19 shots on goal, while West Fargo only had, I believe, 7 shots on goal, and they scored their goal on their first shot of the game. It took all the way about midway through the first half before West Fargo could get on the board in that junior varsity game. No play-by-play on that game, but the game is available for a 24/7 replay on our website at msportsnet.com. Other than it being a little bit windy here, it's a perfect day for soccer at West Fargo High School here. Amazing field. Been here, this field's been here since last year, I believe it was. I'm kind of losing track of when all the sports seasons were due to the extended break that we had over the last spring sports season, but we'll eventually remember. Our memories will return eventually is the word I'm looking for there. So I have another free kick here set up, or check that. Yeah, it is a free kick. And lining it up for West Fargo. Let's take a peek through the binoculars. That is Logan Hager. Hager will hang, and there's another shot on goal, and that one's saved. We got the excited crowd right. We moved our crowd mic from the JV game to make it less exciting, but they're still pretty what's the word I'm looking for? I think you know what I was trying to say there, and I just couldn't say it. So each team with a shot on goal goes out for a corner kick. They will put it back out, and they will have a goal kick, I believe. I didn't see who it went out on. No, it'll be another corner kick. In Tuesday's action, Fargo Davies won 3-2 over Fargo South. Fargo North got their first win in a long time, 3-1 over Shanley. That breaks a losing streak. I think that goes back to about 3 seasons of soccer, if I remember correctly. And then, as I mentioned a moment ago, the Packers would win over the Grand Forks Central Knights 5-3. Grand Forks Red River and Sheyenne would tie 1-1. So that puts Davies, Fargo North, and West Fargo at 1-0-0 on the year. Grand Forks Red River and Cheyenne at 0-0-1. And Shanley, Fargo South, and Grand Forks Central at 0-1 on the year. Over on the west side, Bismarck got a 6-0 win over Jamestown. 5-2 win from Mandan over Williston. 2-0 win from Minot over Dickinson. That makes those 3 teams in the West 1-0. Century and Legacy, the Patriots and Sabres, tied 1-1 to put their records at 0-1. And then Dickinson, Jamestown, and Williston in those losses to Bismarck, Mandan, and Minot would fall to 0-1-1 on the year is what I'm trying to say. Once again, top 4 teams from the East, top 4 teams from the West make the state tournament in October, which to the best of our knowledge is still on and ready to go. This game can be ordered on DVD. If you go to our website, msportsnet.com/DVD, you'll have all the information there on how you can order the game. And we'll get it sent out in the mail to you. Or if you're local here, we could arrange a drop-off/pickup style delivery for you too. So if that is of interest for you, either on this game or any of our previous broadcasts, you can go to our website at msportsnet.com/DVD and just email us the information that you find on that particular page of our website, and we will get those games out to you. If there's any questions, we'll email you back and ask the questions that we need to ask. And don't forget, all these games are available on demand too. As Sheyenne goes for a rush, and that shot will go a little bit wide left of the goal and out of bounds.
Oh, come on!
So it'll be a goal kick. All the Packers and Mustangs home games for boys soccer will be live here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll have a few football games for you here for Central Cass and Kindred on the Magnitude Sports Media Network this fall as well. You can find us on Twitter at msportsnetlive, and on Facebook you can search Magnitude Sports. Follow us and like us there as well. We'd certainly appreciate that. We recently, during the summer season, which was a unique one, I'll put it that way, both our Twitter and our Facebook reached 1,800 followers plus, so we certainly appreciate everybody sticking through us during the extended break of sports. So once again, from the east, Davies, Fargo North, West Fargo, 1-0. From the west, Bismarck, Mandan, and Minot are 1-0. So those are your 6 teams in the state of North Dakota that are undefeated right now. And that will be a goal. Grab the binoculars
West Fargo
here.
Packer goal scored
Or we'll
by
wait for the
number
PA announcer.
21, Kelvin Tubra.
Kelvin Altubra with the goal with 34 minutes to go. And it's 1-0 West Fargo. Packers on top here. These two teams had a couple of close games. I wanted to say last season. I think it was last season. Yeah, because it was the girls' soccer season that got stolen away from us, unfortunately. So it was about a year ago today that I guess the best way to say it is the boys' soccer season has not been affected year to year. So up along the near sideline here, that's Anas Mohammed with the almost said basketball, but gonna get our mind switched from sports. We did basketball and baseball during the summertime for you, so ball go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for the West Fargo Packers. I want to thank the coach for the Packers coming up here during the junior varsity game, helping you out with some name pronunciations and some phonetic spellings for both teams, both the Packers and the Mustangs. So we will not hold him responsible for any Mustang names that we get wrong. But I'm pretty sure you give me a game or two, I'll have all these down, since we got the Mustangs and the Packers home games live here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network all fall season. And we have our first stoppage of the clock. And he's going to pull out a card here, and we got a yellow card coming out, I believe. John Gafua comes in. I didn't see who got the yellow card. Looks like coming out is Kishore Rai is the one who got the yellow card. So that'll set up the free kick for Brady Lambert, the senior defenseman. Called his name a few times last year here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. And a shot that hits the left bar, and then it's pushed out of bounds on the far side for a throw-in for the Mustangs.
Replacing Kishore Rai. Number 23, Derek Lobo is in for the Mustangs.
Ball go out of bounds for a throw-in.
Press him, yeah. Come on, let's go. Hey, behind you, man.
Lambert getting a foot in there to bust up that loose ball, but it's picked up here by West Fargo. Pushed out here to Landon Pritchard on the near sidelines. He'll work it back up. Now the through ball, deflected, and then pushed back through. Looks like Lambert will catch up to it. I believe that's Lambert anyway. And now we'll have a whistle and a penalty, and that was not Lambert. That was actually Abraham Colley. Now we'll start a clock as it's on time within a second or so. So now Mustangs will work it up into the middle of the field. Mishandled there, and it'll escape. Now there's a race for it over to the far sideline between DeHall as well as Derek Lobo, who checked into the lineup here for the Mustangs. 1-0 Packers on a goal 6 minutes into the game here by Kelvin Atubra, excuse me. Mustangs working the ball along that far sideline. Packers giving a little bit of pressure. They push it out of bounds for a throw-in. And they'll get it in there. It was intended for Caden Aberly, but the Packers would take control of it. And now battle for the ball around midfield, and the whistle will draw the free kick for the Mustangs. Once again, if just a reminder for you, on the football field, you add 10 yards. So if they kick it, take a shot from 40 yards out on the football field, it's actually a 50-yard shot. So just keep that in mind, because the goals are on the back of the end zones, which are 10 yards each. So you got instead of a 100-yard field here, you got a 120-yard field. Plus the out-of-bounds line is the thin black line, which is right at the very bottom of your screen. So don't be deceived by the white lines for the football field as being out of bounds. So they can see the black line right there by the official that I was making reference to. So the toss will be made by Brady Lambert, and then he will not toss it, and then it'll be Zach Breidenbach will pick it up, and then Breidenbach will toss it in as Lambert will feed it upfield, and the Packers will get it out of there. Just under 29 minutes to go, and they'll feed it up here. That's an opportunity for Lobo in the far corner, but hustling to get to Lobo was DeHall. And the ball will go out of bounds for a throw-in. Looked like he wanted to take a shot there, and the Packer defenders took away that opportunity immediately. Now we'll see who can collect this one and make some, looks like that'll be a foul, a penalty here on West Fargo, and they'll set it up from 45 yards out from the goal. Brady Lambert walking by, and looks like he'll take the free kick. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Midco, Giant Seeds, 3 Lions, Game Time, Banner Buzz, Uber, and Uber Eats. Certainly appreciate all their support. That's going to be a shot on goal, and it's over the head. And it's in. I believe as Lambert it was. I believe as Brady Lambert with the goal. We'll wait for the official announcement, but Brady Lambert with the possible goal here at 27:45 as it goes over the head of Aressa Kisimbo. Okay, it was it was an own goal. They're saying it was an own goal on the Packers. Arij Wali, number 6. So Brady Lambert will not get credit for that goal, and clock will restart here now as it's a 1-1 game. I hit the wrong button there, so we'll get that changed for you.
West Fargo Cheyenne goal scored by number 8, Abraham Colley.
Okay, I'm not sure what I missed there. I should probably take one headset off my other ear. There we go. That's what I did wrong. So forget what I said about the goal. It's going to be credited to Abraham Cawley with 28 minutes remaining in the half. So 1-1 with just under 27 minutes remaining in the first half. Once again, 2 40-minute halves and a 10-minute halftime for high school soccer here in the North Dakota side of the river. I believe it's the same in the Minnesota side. Minnesota, they have soccer, and I believe it's, I want to say cross country or something to that effect. That will be high and up over the goal, and that will be a goal kick here for West Fargo. Once again, games on DVD. msportsnet.com/DVD has all the information on how you can get this game or any of our previous games. You can get the game on DVD. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. There we go. So I don't get distracted again. Right along the near sideline here, both teams battling. It finally gets pushed out of bounds and a Packer throw-in. Once again, Davies, Fargo North, and the West Fargo Packers undefeated on the east side. Bismarck, Mandan, and Minot undefeated on the west side of the state. Top 4 teams from each side, east and west. WDA and EDC make it to the state tournament, which to the best of our knowledge is going to be a go. So we'll see how things shake out here over the next month and a half. Lambert with the ball. He'll feed it up. Midfield there picked up by Caden Aberly, and Aberly will shoot it up. And that'll be caught up there by Yuma Kabala. And Kabala will push it out of bounds, and Aberly will come to grab the ball for the throw-in. And now he'll give it up to his teammate there, Breidenbach. That's Zach Breidenbach. Breidenbach will dump it into Lambert. Lambert looking inside. He'll loft it in there. It was a nice pass, popped up. We'll see who collects it here and gets the opportunity, and it's cleared away there by the Packer defenders and headed right back in by Seth Kotzbacher. Battle for the battle for the ball towards that far sideline. Packers will try to advance it up.
Now in the game for West Fargo Packers, number 5, Bernard Musafiri.
Bernard Musafiri, number 5, checks into the lineup here for the West Fargo Packers. In the green, Cheyenne Mustangs in the white with the dark blue numbers. And off the throw-in, the Mustangs control it for the moment. Taken away at midfield there by Amda Hall. And they will kick it out to the far side there for the throw-in to avoid the corner kick. So nice defensive play there for the Cheyenne Mustangs. 1-1 on goals by Kelvin Atubra as well as Abraham Cawley for the Mustangs. And that's where we sit. Once again, the junior varsity game, 7-1 winners for the Cheyenne Mustangs, as they look pretty impressive in that game. Ball popped up over on the far side. They'll try and work it in, but the ball is eventually ricocheted out of bounds, and we'll see who touched it last. Looks like West Fargo's going to the corner for a corner kick. And the corner kick will come in. Now back heel pass back inside the 18. And from the 18, launches it high over the goal. That's the third shot of the day. And they'll call a handball over on that far side. They'll give the free kick there to the Mustangs. Reese Breidenbach, number 2, over on that far side. A little nifty little spin move there to get the ball advanced up. And here comes the Mustangs with an opportunity. Centering pass crossed, and it was headed up over the goal there by Yuma Kabala, and that'll be a corner kick for the Mustangs. A far side corner kick. The near side corner kick on this end of the field is just a little bit out of our camera's ability to get there, so just an FYI on that. But any corner kicks from the other 3 corners we can get. So that will come in, be curved in nicely, and headed up and over the goal by Abraham Colley, who scored the goal for the Mustangs. That'll be a goal kick here for the Packers. 21 minutes and change remaining here in the first half. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Midco, Giant Seeds, Game Time, Banner Buzz, 3 Lions, Uber, and Uber Eats. Midco providing the internet feed here for today's game and for all the West Fargo Packer games. Coming out is Savalson to boot that one back upfield. And now battle for the ball. It'll end up there on the foot of Landon Pritchard, who will boot it up. And it'll come back here to Honest Mohammed. Mohammed will try and work his way through defenders. Ricochets it back to Caden Aberly, who will feed it inside. Nearly taken away there by Bernard Musafari. And now a shot, and I think that may have been a pass. We will keep the shot off the board as he was trying to feed it up there. Nice pass attempt there, but just a little bit too much momentum, and that the turf field certainly doesn't help. Turf fields are nice, but if you're the offensive team of a soccer, the offensive side of a soccer team trying to score a goal, and you try and put that through pass through, if it's not a spot-on pass, it's going to end up going out of bounds more like 7, 8, 9 times out of 10 on a turf field. So that ball will roll pretty fast. Lambert will head it back into the middle there where Colley will pick it up. Colley will have it taken away there. I believe that's Ashish Magar. No, check that. It was number 21. It was Kelvin Atubra. Atubra is the goal scorer. Over on the far side, trying to work it away defensively there for the Packers was Logan Hager. And now from 30 yards out, that shot is deflected and it'll go out of bounds. And who touched it last? It will be a goal kick for West Fargo. Correction, it'll be a corner kick for the Mustangs. 19 minutes to go here in the first half. That pass comes in. They'll push it back outside. They'll try and float it again, and it's headed away. Gotta get the binoculars out, and then sometimes you don't have the roster because you're using the binoculars. So I want to say thanks to the guy at Shield Sports on 45th Street. I walked in. I was like, hey, I'm kind of in a rush here. I need binoculars. Where are they at? He told me right where they're at, and he radioed someone, and that person met me up there and was able to get 3 pairs. We have 3 sets of equipment, so now we got a set of binoculars for each of those sets of equipment. We had a set, but we haven't used them in such a long time that we're not exactly sure where they're at the moment. So ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a West Fargo throw-in. Taking the toss will be Landon Pritchard, the senior defenseman, with just under 18 minutes to go here.
Mustangs, number 23, Derek Lobo. In for the Pack, number 3, Eli Svenby, and number 23, Ibrahim Bangura. Also in for the Pack, number 2, Landon Pritchard.
Coach told me it was Ibrahim Bangura, but we'll go with whatever the. I was told that and then I was also told that our PA guy is really good at these names. So now I got a coin flip once again. I can tell you that's Landon Pritchard. That one's easy to remember. Pritchard will touch up on the ball and send it back there to his teammate, Kelvin Atubra. It'll be picked up there by Breidenbach. Breidenbach will toss it in. It'll go onto the foot of Amda Hall. Bounced around and pushed upfield there by Yuma Kabala. Battle for the ball on the far sideline. Sheyenne wins the battle, but it's taken away by West Fargo at the midfield stripe by Logan Hager. Hager will move it up. And on the far side there is Ariji Welly, number 6 for West Fargo. And now it's a race down to the other end, and it's a one-on-one opportunity, and coming out is Kissenbowl. And he will make the save on, I believe that was Derek Lobo. Yes, it was Derek Lobo who was able to get in front of that last defender before the ball was passed to him to avoid the offside call. And that one's going to be booted right out of bounds, and one bounce into the crowd. And a nice grab there by Jackson Palm from the junior varsity team to keep the action going. As it's Zach Breidenbach for the Mustangs, who will toss it in. Got it in onto the foot of Lobo, and then a whistle and a free kick coming up here for the Mustangs. So we'll line that kick up about 35 yards away from the goal. We've seen goals scored from 35, 40 yards out over the last couple years on free kicks. And now they'll back it up a little bit. This will be closer to a 40-yard set up from the goal. Kai Black will set up to make the kick. As most of his teammates will line up at the 18. And Black will float it in, and it was headed there by Caden Aberle just as the whistle was blown. At least I think it was a whistle that I heard blown. Just under 15 minutes to go, and we're knotted up at 1-1. Shots on goal 3-2, according to our numbers unofficially, in favor of the West Fargo Packers. First goal scored by Kelvin Atubra, and the second for the Packers. The second goal was scored by Abraham Cawley with about 14 minutes ago. 28 minutes remaining in the first half. So Mustangs will work it up the far sideline. They'll send the through ball, and the centering pass, and a nice dive there by Kissenbowl to keep that ball out of the net. And he will roll it up. We'll consider that a shot here for the Mustangs. And now both teams have 3 shots as the ball goes out of bounds. And Reese Breidenbach over on the far side will toss it in for the Mustangs. He'll advance it up.
Now the game for the Sheyenne Mustangs, number 15, Owen Casas.
And that shot was deflected there by the defenseman Yuma Kabala. And West Fargo move the ball back out. 40-plus yards away from the goal and back and forth, and now a whistle. And I think that's a free kick for West Fargo. And it is. A lot of players smuggled into that whistle there. Wasn't sure who made contact on who. But it appears that Yuma Kabala will set it up here, and he'll bounce it back to Kissenbowl. And Kissenbowl will boot it up the middle of the field. Touched up on there by the Packers, but it's eventually picked up by Abraham Cawley, the goal scorer. And now West Fargo will feed the ball back, but Lambert and his teammates will touch up on it. And a hard collision at midfield. Play will continue. No, they'll stop the clock for an apparent injury here. As he is slow to get up. Can't quite catch the jersey number. It appears that it looks like he's up and he's okay. Logan Hager looks like the one who was slow to get up.
Come on. It's red for the number 8 number 8. Dalva, Anis, Anis, sit down.
So this free kick will be set up here about 35 yards out from the goal. And now they're going to back it up. So it's going to be closer to 45. Hall will set it up on the football 35-yard line. Mohammed checking into the lineup here for West Fargo Sheyenne. And now they finally decided that they'll set it up 40 yards out here. Hall will set up for the kick. And he will boot it high and over the top of the net.
Seth Kotzbacher back in for the Mustangs. Back in for the Pack, number 22, Ashis Magar.
So set up for a goal kick here for the Mustangs with a little over 12 minutes to go. A bit of a breeze here at West Fargo High School. Other than that, it's a perfect early evening for some soccer. Sun was bright during that junior varsity game, but now you can see a shadows kind of casted over the near side of the field there, as the Packers look to maintain control of the ball on that far sideline, but it's taken away by the Mustangs. Moved up, and here's an opportunity. The shot is on goal, and that was saved by the left hand of Kissenbo.
Saved by Arisa Kisimbo.
Arisa Kisembo will boot it up, where is touched up there by Kelvin Atubra. Atubra will get it again. He has the goal in this game for the Packers. Near handball there by the Mustang defenders. It came up on his hip and dangerously close to his right hand. They'll get it up towards Lobo. That's where the pass was intended for. Now the ball will be battled for here on the Mustang side of the field, or Packer side of the field, depending on how you look at it. And now a toss in here for Landon Pritchard, and he'll quickly get it in onto the foot there of Atubra. Atubra will get around the defenders, and it's booted up and right into the hands of, I believe that's one of the coaches. Yes, it is. I had to double check there. Couldn't quite tell with the mask on. They'll get it back to Svalson. And they'll play pass, pass, pass right in front of their goal, and that's okay to do as long as you know what you're doing, because a mistake there is it's pretty much an automatic goal for West Fargo if you don't perfect that. Mustangs work the ball far sideline midfield. Eventually gets onto the foot of Owen Casas, number 15. That's Kai Black. Black will send it to the near sideline here for Breidenbach. Breidenbach to Aberly. Aberly back over to Black. Black will center it. And Abraham Colley, the goal scorer, will advance it over to the far sideline. And there will be a whistle, and they'll stop the clock. We'll let our clock go for a few seconds as they stop the clock at 9:33, and a yellow card has been issued. So the yellow card is to Eli Svenby. Comes with 9:33 to
West Fargo
go.
Packers, number 13, Rajabu Mauricio, and number 17, Kishore Rai.
So it's the second yellow card of the game now for West Fargo. I forgot to write down the first one. and headed right at the near side of the goal and out of bounds. So Kissambo will set it up here for the goal kick. And he'll boot it up the center of the field, drop about midfield where it's headed there by Brady Lambert. Lambert, Aberly. Aberly gets around a couple of defenders. Nice pass, and Aberly will get it right back. Aberly will lose it, and the Packer defenders will clear it out. Comes back up onto the foot there of Zach Breidenbach. Now it's taken away, and that is Otubra. Otubra, and a race for it, and coming out is Savalson, and a whistle. And a free kick for Sheyenne coming up here. So Sheyenne will work it over to the far sideline. And now they'll work it back over to the opposite side of the field here. Lambert will touch up on it, just on the corner of the 18. And a through ball up to midfield. And now Kai Black tried to feed it up there for Aberly, but it would be a little bit off the mark and it'd roll out of bounds, and Pritchard will take the toss here for the Packers. Pritchard with the toss once again. Lambert will touch up on it, and it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a Packer throw-in from the far sideline. See if we can get our, we can't. That's as far as our camera can go. So we apologize that we can't get it further down there. Next game for the Packers will be right back here at West Fargo High School against the Shanley Deacons. Of course, Shanley co-oping with Oak Grove and Park Christian and Central Cass School as well. And then the next game for the Sheyenne Mustangs will be on August 25th as well. That'll be a road game against the Fargo South Bruins at Brand-Kwame Field in South Fargo. We'll have the Shanley, the Deacons Packers game live for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. You can check our schedule at msportsnet.com/schedule to find out which Packer and which Mustang games we'll have on what days. It worked out pretty well as the Packers, when they play at home, the Mustangs play on the road, and when the Mustangs play at home, the Packers play on the road. So we're pretty much able to get every home game for the Packers and the Mustangs, with the exception of one, I believe, if I remember correctly. But I know that the West Fargo school system is working on a place where you can watch all the West Fargo games for both the Packers and the Mustangs in one spot. And if you can't find that one spot, you can always go to youtube.com/Magnitude Sports and subscribe. And you'll get alerts every time we go on the air with a Packers or a Mustangs game if you select your preferences. And when you click on that bell, you can select all, customized, or none. And if you want to subscribe to help us out with our subscription numbers and not get any alerts, you can select none, and we would not have an issue with that. 1-1 with a little over 5 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Mustangs trying to create another opportunity here. Some nice defense inside the box there by Rajabo Muratio. And that ball will fly out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick here for West Fargo as Kissambo will set it up. Get ready to boot it down.
We ask all fans to not use any bleachers that are wrapped in caution tape. These bleachers are closed. We ask our fans to maintain physical distancing to the best they can. Physical distancing is a personal responsibility. Masks are recommended at all West Fargo Public Schools outdoor venues. We have hand sanitizing stations available by the ticket booth and under the west bleachers.
Well, we have at least we have at least 2 people sitting on the wrong bleachers, so maybe, not sure, maybe they don't understand that you can't sit between the ribbons. You just can't sit on those at all. So I figured it out, but apparently some people are a bit confused by that one. So, but no, there's a nice crowd on hand here for limited seating, and there's plenty of social distancing. A lot of Packer fans on the near side here, and a lot of Sheyenne fans over on the far sideline, right about midfield. That one got deflected out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs over on the far side.
All Packer boys soccer games are being live streamed by Magnitude Sports.
Tossing in is Reese Breidenbach.
Midgo for making this happen.
And as soon as Breidenbach tossed it in, he had to do it over. And now that one will go out of bounds, and Breidenbach will get his 3rd throw-in attempt here. No, that one was out on Sheyenne, so I'll actually go to check that Amda Hall for the Packers. And Kissenbull will set it up for the goal kick. Work it up that far sideline where it's touched up there by Kai Black. Kai Black will try and center it there. Got it onto the foot of Owen Casas. The hardest part is getting the hard names pronounced. Once I figure those out, I can start remembering which of those names go to which jersey numbers. So give me a couple games here, and it'll sound like we've been doing soccer for years. Well, we have for a couple of years now, but a lot of new names on the West Fargo Packers roster that when I first got it out of the email, I was like, wowza. There's a few I'm going to have to ask about there, but most of the names for the Mustangs are returning players from last season. And if memory serves me correctly, most of them are wearing the same jersey numbers as they did last year too, which is also very helpful. So battle for the ball at midfield. Play will continue as a player hits the turf. Now they'll get it up onto the foot of Caden Aberly. Aberly will try and work it around the defender there, but it'll be pounced out by Ashish Magar, number 22 for the West Fargo Packers. And the Mustangs get it back, and I believe that was Caden Aberly. Yes, it was. Aberly will shoot it up high over the net. That's 6 shots now, according to my numbers, for the Mustangs. Only 4 for the Packers. And we're tied at 1-1. Both goals scored within the first half of the first half. Looks like with a little over a minute to go, set up for a free kick for the Mustangs. And they're still deciding where they're going to set the balls. Well, the camera will eventually back up to catch up to the ball. There we go. It looks like they'll set it up just shy of the 35-yard mark away from the goal here, as Caden Aberly will set it up. West Fargo will build their wall. They're about 25 yards out from the goal, 10 yards away from where Aberly appears to be the one who will kick it, and he will. And he'll pounce it right into that wall, and it'll deflect out of bounds to the near side. They will not be able to catch up with it, and it'll be a throw in there for Zach Breidenbach. Breidenbach will try and get it back up onto the foot of Aberly, and it's a race for it on that far back line. Yuma Kabbalah as well as Aberly.
20 seconds and a half.
So our clock's only about 5 seconds off.
Ten seconds.
10 seconds, and number 10, Anis Muhammad, has the ball. Coming up at halftime, we'll look over scores from yesterday, and we'll try and get some scoring updates from some of the other games happening today. And that halftime will be right about now. And it's 1-1 at the half here between the Packers and the Mustangs on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, boys, phones off. Here we go.
You taped it. Thank you, boys. This one was 18, didn't it?
Koto Koko.
Shem, boys, drink your milkshake.
Sorry, guys.
Three Lions is now back to a full menu and is open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand-new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly staff about the daily food specials. Three Lions is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing on Magnitude Sports in the 2020-2021 high school sports season. Ask your server to turn on the game at Three Lions.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Do you need a sales sign for your store? Maybe displays to light up your booth at trade shows? Or perhaps you are looking for something personal to make birthday of that special someone extra special? No matter what your need is, at Banner Buzz, we have got you covered. This is how it works. Choose from thousands of display products, customize your sizes, or pick from our standard options. For the design, you can create it using our user-friendly design tools. Upload your own artwork, or ask our experienced designers to design it for you for free. Place your order using your credit card and get it delivered right to your doorsteps right on time. Yes, it's that easy. What's more, our amazing customer happiness advisors are always available to answer any query or concern. So what are you waiting for? Have promotional or decoration plans? Make it visible only with Banner Buzz. To know more and get started, visit bannerbuzz.com today.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set sealing a serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back. It's halftime here at West Fargo High School, and the Packers and Mustangs are all tied up. Packers struck first. Kelvin Tubra, about 6 minutes into the game, scoring to make it 1-0 for West Fargo at the 34-minute mark. And then it would be approximately 6 minutes later when Abraham Cawley would tie it up on what we originally thought was an own goal by West Fargo, but we misunderstood the PA announcer. And so that would be our error. And Abraham Cawley would get the goal, and he would tie it up at 1-1 with 28 minutes remaining in the second half. Eli Svenby would get a yellow card with 9:33 to go for West Fargo. And I did not record the yellow card for Sheyenne, but they do have one yellow card as well. So goals, one apiece. Yellow cards, one apiece. No red cards yet, and hopefully it'll stay that way. And that's pretty much your summary of the first half. Once again, scores from yesterday: Fargo Davies over Fargo South 3-2. Fargo North over Shanley 3-1. West Fargo, or not yesterday, but Tuesday. West Fargo 5-3 winners over Grand Forks Central Knights up at Cushman Field. And then Red River and Sheyenne would tie 1-1. And that was your final scores from Tuesday from the EDC. From the WDA on Tuesday, Bismarck 6-0 winners over Jamestown, Mandan 5-2 winners over Williston, and Minot 2-0 winners over Dickinson. Century and Legacy would tie 1-1, and that would give Dickinson, Jamestown, and Williston the 3 losses in the West. So once again, Fargo Davies Eagles, Fargo North Spartans, and the West Fargo Packers undefeated in the East, Bismarck Demons, Mandan Braves, and Minot Magicians undefeated from the West. That's your standings unofficially, as we don't have official standings this early in the season here on boys soccer. But we want to thank you for joining us here. We're about 3 minutes away. We'll take another break. Be back with the second half after this. Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, boys, phones off. Here we go.
You taped it. Thank you, boys. This one was 18, didn't it?
Koto koko.
Shem, boys, drink your milkshake.
Sorry, guys.
Three Lions is now back to a full menu and is open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand-new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly staff about the daily food specials. Three Lions is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing on Magnitude Sports in the 2020-2021 high school sports season. Ask your server to turn on the game at Three Lions.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Do you need a sales sign for your store? Maybe displays to light up your booth at trade shows? Or perhaps you are looking for something personal to make birthday of that special someone extra special? No matter what your need is, at Banner Buzz, we have got you covered. This is how it works. Choose from thousands of display products, customize your sizes, or pick from our standard options. For the design, you can create it using our user-friendly design tools. Upload your own artwork, or ask our experienced designers to design it for you for free. Place your order using your credit card and get it delivered right to your doorsteps right on time. Yes, it's that easy. What's more, our amazing customer happiness advisors are always available to answer any query or concern. So what are you waiting for? Have promotional or decoration plans? Make it visible only with Banner Buzz. To know more and get started, visit bannerbuzz.com today.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews.
All right, welcome back. We're about 20 seconds away from the conclusion of halftime. We're knotted up at 1-1. Goals by Kelvin Otubra for the West Fargo Packers to make it 1-0, and then Abraham Cawley for the Mustangs to tie it up. About 6 minutes later, 28 minutes to go in the first half. And that would be where we sit. 1-1 is our score here at halftime. Shots on goal, shots, I should say, not necessarily on goal or on net, but just shots, 6-4 in favor of the Mustangs. Once again, the junior varsity game was won by the Sheyenne Mustangs by the final score of 7-1. That game's available for a 24/7 replay on our website at msportsnet.com. So once again, West Fargo in the green. They'll be moving from left to right here in the second half, and the Sheyenne Mustangs in the white moving from right to left here in the second half. So all the players in the same positions, only they flip-flop. So if they were on the near side in the first half, they'll be on the far side in the second half. And now we can get familiar with the far side players who will be on the near side here now here in the second half. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Midco, providing the internet feed for today's game and all home West Fargo Packer games. And then as well as Giant Seeds, Uber and Uber Eats, 3 Lions in West Fargo, Game Time and Banner Buzz, 3 Lions. With trivia on Monday and Thursday nights starting at 7 o'clock. They'll also turn on the game for you too. If you ask them to, if you're nice. So the opening kick will go out of bounds, and I'll set up a goal kick here for Kissenbo. Battle for it. Mustangs pick it up. They'll work it up the near side here, and with an opportunity was Isaiah Williams, and he'll draw a whistle, and that'll be a free kick for the Mustangs. The kick will occur just outside of the 18, like right on the 18 and 1 inch line there. That black line just inside the 10-yard line is the 18-yard line. That's what they make reference to it. And then the smaller one inside that around the goal is considered the 6-yard line. So set it up here. Kai Black appears to be the one who will take the kick. And we'll see where he puts this one. Packers will wall near Kai Black. The rest of the defenders will be man-to-man, and that was a smart move there by the Packers. That kick on, it'd be a shot on the goal there by Kai Black, but it was deflected by the wall. Goes out of bounds, and they're saying the Mustangs touched it last, so it'll be Kissenbo with the goal kick. And Kissenbo will fly it up the middle of the field here. It's touched up by the Mustangs first. Once again, boys soccer brought to you by Giant Seeds, Game Time, Banner Buzz, Midco, Uber Eats, and 3 Lions. Once again, our camera cannot quite get down to that far corner there, so anything beyond the 9-yard line on the football field will, unfortunately, we'll see if we can set it up differently for the next game to see if we can get that. Been here for some football and soccer games in the past, and I couldn't remember how we set it up last time we were here, so. Couple hops, so go right into the hands of Svalson. Once again, if nobody scores here, it'll end in a 1-1 tie. And that will push the Mustangs down to 0-0-2, and the Packers a 1-0-1 if that would occur. Packers looking to get a goal here and remain undefeated at 1-0 right now, would advance to 2-0. There's a through ball, and that's going to be up on the foot of Rajabo Mauricio, and Mauricio will see that one go out of bounds. Results in a free kick, or a throw-in, excuse me, for the Mustangs. Kai Black will center it. Black will get it back. Work it over near sideline here for Reese Breidenbach. Breidenbach will drop it back, and it's intercepted by Gafua. Packers will pick it up. They'll try and clear it out. Mustangs catch up to it. But a nice hustle there by Calvin Atubra. Did I get that right? Yeah, Atubra. And then that'll eventually go out of bounds for a throw-in. So just a little over 35 minutes to go, or a little under 36 minutes to go is what I should say here. Ashis Magar was the intended recipient of the throw-in. And a whistle, the throw-in won't count as the whistle came before. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. I have a beam blocking my vision here. Sometimes I have to scoot to the left. Sometimes I have to scoot to the right to catch the action that happens right around the 30-yard line of the football field. Not a problem for the viewer at home, but a problem for me where I'm sitting at. So. Centering pass was deflected out of bounds, I believe, by Seth Coatsbacher. And it'll result in a corner kick from the near corner here for the Packers. I think we can get that near corner, and we almost can. This ball come up the near sideline here. Touching up on it is Anas Muhammad. Muhammad with a blaze of speed gets around the defender, looking for a centering pass here, and it's deflected away nicely by Amda Hall. 1-1, both goals scored within the first 14 minutes of the first half, if I'm doing my math right. Check that, 12 minutes of the first half. Corner kick for the Mustangs. Once again, we can't quite get our camera down to that corner of the field, so you have to take my word on it that the ball is going to come into the view here in just a second. And he'll set up, and it's coming in, and he'll curve it right in, and it's in. I want to say it was Brady Lambert with the goal. And the Mustangs take the lead at 2-1.
Mustang goal scored by number 5, Brady Lambert.
And it is indeed by Brady Lambert. Two-on with 33-13 and counting to go here in the second half of play in favor of the Mustangs. Goal scored by Abraham Cawley to tie it up at 1-1, and then Brady Lambert makes it 2-1. And another shot on the net, and that one goes a little bit wide right off the foot of Caden Aberly. So that's 8 shots now for the Mustangs. They've put 2 of them into the net. Or check that, it's 9 shots, 2 in the net. Had it right on my stat sheet here. I forgot to hit the button one time for our on-screen stats. Brady Lambert will let that ball slide by him, and Svalson will give it back to Lambert as they work it up the far sideline. Advancement up, hits a teammate in the back, and it drops, and the Packers take control of it. Ashis McGar with the ball now. He'll center it there onto the foot of Mason Winiger. And Winiger will pop it over to Rajabul Mauricio. And Mauricio will put it up over the top
A
bar.
reminder that we have hand sanitizing stations available by the ticket booth and under the west bleachers. We also remind you that all fans should not use the bleachers that are wrapped in caution tape. These bleachers are closed. We ask our fans to maintain physical distancing to the best they can. Physical distancing is a personal responsibility. Masks are recommended at all West Fargo Public Schools outdoor venues. All Packer boys soccer games are being live streamed by Magnitude Sports. We would like to thank Magnitude Sports and Midco for making this happen.
Mustangs will pick up the ball over on the far sideline, and it's briefly taken away by the Packers, and they'll go out of bounds for a Packer throw-in. Right just in front of midfield, and they'll advance the ball up that far sideline. First touch there by the Mustangs, second touch Packers, third touch Mustangs, fourth touch Packers, fifth touch Mustangs, out of bounds, Packer throw-in. That'll be Pritchard tossing it in from the far side. And the toss is initially touched up there by the Mustangs. Back and forth, both teams touching up on the ball, and one of them trying to create an opportunity here. And center it. Pass was intended there for Otubra, who has scored the goal. A little bit of push in there, no whistle. Play will continue, and the ball comes out onto the foot of Caden Aberly. Now it's taken away there by the Packer defenders. Dahal. Dahal will move it up here to number 23. That is Ibrahim Bangura. Some nice movement there by Ashish Magar. And Magar will get it up and trying to make a move on the near sideline here is John Gafua. Number 9 for the Packers. That one's cleared away by the Mustang defenders. Racing up towards it there is Rajabu Mauricio. Bangura. And just FYI, I'm not some of those other languages sound like bad words in English. So if you thought that was a bad word, we apologize. But in my opinion, it was just a language barrier there, and nothing derogatory was intended by our fans out in the stands there next to our crowd mic. Of course, we're not regulated by anybody who would care about that, but we still like to be as family-friendly as possible and try and keep it clean here for you on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Nice movement there by Hager, and that one will be booted away. Aberly fighting for it there, but Packers a little too much, and that'll be a from behind, be a free kick. Mustangs take advantage of that quickly, and eventually ends up on the foot of Winiger. Winiger will lose it, and now there's a whistle, and I believe the arm is suggesting free kick for the Packers here. Yep, and that would indeed be the case. So lining up to take that kick is Yuma Kabala, and Kabala will line it right up the middle of the field, and it's immediately touched up there by the opposing team. And now we'll see if the Mustangs can create anything out of that. As the Packers take it away, just as we say that. Through ball in a one-on-one race, and that one will be booted out of bounds. I believe that is a throw-in for... Oh, no. Looks like the flag is down, suggesting... I don't know if that's a flag or let's take a look through the binoculars, I guess. No, it wasn't a flag. It was just there's a black whatever by the fence back there, and it matched his pants, and I thought he had a black flag up, but yeah. So now that he's moved off to the side a little bit, I can tell that was not the case. It was a throw-in. I thought for a moment there that he was calling offside. And that, I can't tell what it is from where I'm sitting at, but it's something black. Looks like a backpack almost over on that far fence. Once again, on your screen there is where a majority of the Mustang fans are sitting. I believe a couple of them have snuck over here, even though signs would suggest that they would like them to sit over there for social distancing purposes, according to the sign. But I think a couple of them snuck over here. So I'm not going to say anything. Let's put it that way. And that free kick going right towards the goal, and it's in. It's a header for, I believe, Lambert. Yeah, no, check that. It is, the goal is going to Caden Aberly, 26:02. Caden Aberly with the header goal off the free kick. And it's 3-1 now in favor of the Mustangs.
Mustang goal scored by number 7, Caden Aberly. Entering the game for the Mustangs, Derek Lobo and Owen Casas.
Derek Lobo, number 23, back into the lineup here for the Sheyenne Mustangs. He's just off your screen as the throw-in for the Packers from that far sideline. And it'll come in. It'll be touched up there by Otubra. Otubra with a lone goal for the Packers as they now trail 3-1. And they have a little bit of time to work with here, but they're going to need to put together a rally if they want to come back and tie this one up, if not win it. It might be, with the amount of time remaining here, we could easily, if the Packers put something together, we could easily see a 3-3 game. But time's a little bit shy for a 4-3 game unless we see a major breakdown with the Mustang defense. And so far, that doesn't look like that is going to occur. Mustangs will not make a comeback easy. That's Lobo touching up on it, and he will get the ball right back. Keep it in bounds. He tried to get around the defender there. That was, that was Amda Hall. And the ball will go out of bounds for a throw-in, and Reese Breidenbach will make that throw-in. And they will exchange balls. Kai Black got the initial pass off the throw-in. Also in there battling for the ball was Owen Cases, number 15. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Giant Seeds, Game Time, Banner Buzz, Uber and Uber Eats, and Midco providing the internet feed here for today's game and all Packer games throughout the fall sports season. As well as 3 Lions in West Fargo proudly cheering on both the Packers and the Mustangs here in this contest, and other Fargo and area teams throughout the fall sports season that will end up playing here on Magnitude Sports. 3-1 lead, 3 goals for the Mustangs. Abraham Cawley, Abraham Cawley, Brady Lambert, and Caden Aberly with the 3 goals for the Mustangs. The lone goal for the Packers is from Kelvin Otubra.
Kishore Rai back in for the Pack.
Now it'll be booted upfield and out of bounds. That'll be a Packer throw-in. Comes with just under 23 minutes to go here in the second half of play, and the Packers find themselves down 2. They scored the first one, and then the Mustangs have scored 3 unanswered so far. Packers will try and advance the ball up the field here, and we'll see if Kishore Rai can get there. And he got there, but so did the defender to deflect it out of bounds. Quick throw in. Kishore Rai will touch it back to, I believe that's Logan Hager. And they'll work it onto the foot there. Rajabu Mauricio. And here's Lobo, excuse me. Lobo will get around the defender, and now the defender will catch up with him, do a little stutter step, go to his right, and he will not get the shot off. The ball will go out of bounds just to the left side of the flag. It'll result in a corner kick for the Mustangs, as that corner kick will be just slightly off camera.
Abel Garte back is now in for the Mustangs.
Number 21, Abel Gardy. Gardy. I was told Gardy first. Now I'm being told Garte. So Breidenbach will center it in, and the Mustangs try to control it right outside the far corner of the 18. They'll work it back into the middle here, and that pass was chipped away by the Packers. Picked up. Tried to roll it back in, but it'll go to the left of the goal, out of bounds there off the foot of Owen Cases for a West Fargo goal kick. That'll be taken by Irisa Kasembo.
यहाँ देखियो कुर्ती देगी भाई
20 minutes and change to go as they get it onto the foot of Owen Cases. Cases will work it over here near side for Breidenbach. The Packers will take it away. Picked up there by Kishore Rai, and now West Fargo Cheyenne will take it away. A near handball as the two teams battle for it at midfield, back and forth, like a game of ping pong. And now the whistle will blow, and I'll bring a slight pause to the action. Some nice passing by the Mustangs there. They tried to work it in for Lobo, but it's batted out of there by Yuma Kabbalah. And now they'll work it up. And this is an opportunity here for Kishore Rai. Rai sets up, tries to get around the defender, looking for someone to pass it to, and he will do just that and then get the ball right back. So Kishore Rai with a nice centering pass there for Hager. And inside the box, no whistle. Play will continue. It was a dangerous play there. Had a penalty been called, we might have seen a penalty shot for the Packers. Now loose ball, and they'll be booted out of bounds defensively there. Nice choice there by Yuma Kabbalah. That'll be a Mustang throw-in with just under 19 minutes to go here in the second half of play. Midco providing the internet feed, Three Lions Pub in West Fargo. Also supporters of this broadcast, cheering on both the Packers and the Mustangs and wishing them the best throughout the course of the fall sports season.
Now in the game for the Packers, number 6, Arij Maji, and number 8, Abdisalan Welly.
Abdisalan Welly, number 8, checking into the lineup for the West Fargo Packers. Kishore battling the ball there defensively. Anish Muhammad was harassing him. Breidenbach sends it in off the chest of Cases. And now West Fargo will clear it. Touched up there by Brady Lambert. And a whistle will blow as we have an injured Packer back down at about the 30 yards away from the goal. And he will get up and he will walk it off. Looks like he's good to go. I believe that might be, I want to say Amdahal. Nope, it's not Amdahal. I'll have to check it later. Slow to get up. It was number 11. It was Mason Winninger who was slow to get up. And that was a near opportunity there for Anas Mohammed. And Mohammed's still battling with the ball here on the near sideline. He'll center it in, and Lobo tried to get a foot in the air and get that one on goal, and that one goes over the top of the goal and out of bounds. Be resulting in a goal kick here for the Packers, and Kisembo will set it up. Kisembo, excuse me. Just under 17, a little over 16 and a half to go here in the second half.
That's fall, man. Come on. That's fall.
And that is, and that one, the nice stop there by Kisembo as Anas Mohammed gets tripped up by Kisembo, and he'll set up a goal kick here for Kisembo. Kisembo, I'll get it right, I promise. And now we have a substitution for Sheyenne as Kisembo will get the ball back. Isaiah Williams checks into the lineup. Now Kisembo will boot it away. Middle of the field, and it gets onto the foot of Abdi Salan Welly. And there's an opportunity for Keyshaw Rai. That one gets booted up.
That's a good thing.
Home soccer games for the Mustangs that'll be on Magnitude Sports include August 27th versus Fargo Davies, September 3rd versus Shanley, September 12th versus the Packers, the rematch of this game. And then September 22nd, Grand Forks Central, and September 29th against Fargo North. And I have to double check our schedule as I see a game for the 26th on here against Moorhead. I didn't see that last time I combed through their schedule, so we'll see if we can get that game on here or not as well. Home games for the West Fargo Packers that'll be on Magnitude Sports this fall will include August 25th on next Tuesday against Shanley, and then they will see Grand Forks Red River on September 1st. They'll have back-to-back home games against the Bruins and the Knights on September 8th and 10th. And then they'll be on the road on September 12th at West Fargo Cheyenne. We'll have that game for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, as well as a home game against Fargo North on September 17th. And then they'll wrap up their home stretch of the regular season against Fargo Davies here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network on September 24th. Packers' final game of the regular season is on the 29th at the Fargo South Bruins at Brankwami Field. At this time, that game will not be on Magnitude, but we'll see if that changes or not. Casembo.
Tubra back in for the Packers.
Calvin Atubra will check back in, number 21.
Reminder that we have hand sanitizing stations available by both the ticket booth and under the west bleachers. And we're asking that fans do not use any bleachers that are wrapped in caution tape. These bleachers are closed. We ask our fans to maintain physical distancing to the best they can. Physical distancing is a personal responsibility. Masks are recommended.
And there's an opportunity, and it's headed just outside of the left post of the near post by Kishore Rai.
Soccer games are being live streamed by Magnitude
Just under
Sports.
12 minutes to go here in the second half.
Midfield for making this happen.
Once again, Midco providing the internet feed here for today's game. We certainly appreciate that. Saves on our jetpack for those games where there is no internet and we need a jetpack. So we can only do so many games a month on the jetpack. So we certainly appreciate Midco setting up the internet here at West Fargo High School for these soccer games. As well as I'm sure they'll serve a purpose for the Packer football games. October 2nd's homecoming for the Packers as they'll host Fargo Davies right here on this field. That game will be on, I believe, on WDAY, if I'm not mistaken. I think 2 Packer games on WDAY and another one towards the end of the season on Midco Sportsnet. We'll have a couple Mustang football games for you coming up here on Magnitude Sports later this fall season as well. Mustangs will work the ball, advance the ball up to that far sideline, and they have an opportunity here to see if they can feed it up to Lobo, and the ball will bounce in favor of the Mustangs. We'll see what they can do here, and that's a save by Casembo. That's the 12th shot of the game for the Mustangs. They've only been able to sneak 3 of them in. We'll see if the Packers can get an opportunity. That's going to be a save by Savalson. Cooper Savalson, a junior goalkeeper for the Mustangs, so he'll likely be back next year. Just under 10 minutes to go here, 9.5. And the Packers down 2. Looking here to create some opportunities late. Had a couple opportunities that haven't quite gone their way. And they will stop the clock with 9:05 to go here in the second half as we have a player who's down and he just now got up. That player was Seth Coatsbacher, number 18. And now he's going to get back down. Looks like he needs to stretch out a muscle in his leg there. Hopefully nothing more serious than a cramp, possibly. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Midco, providing the internet feed here for us, as well as Giant Seeds and Game Time, Banner Buzz, Uber and Uber Eats, and 3 Lions in West Fargo. Kid-friendly until 9 o'clock. That means you can watch all the Mustang and Packer soccer games at 3 Lions if you cannot make it here due to the limited seating restrictions that are in effect. So keep that in mind. There's some delicious food there. Mondays and Thursdays, you can play trivia, a chance to win prizes at 3 Lions as well. A couple of fans not in agreement with the officials' call on that one, and I'm not saying I agree or disagree because I had the beam in my face. I couldn't see what exactly happened, but. And I'll get up to Lobo. Lobo will feed it through, and this could be an opportunity. The shot is a little high over the crossbar. 13th shot. That was probably one of the better opportunities here in the past few minutes for the Mustangs.
Back in for the backers, Ibrahim Bangura.
So Kasembo will set it up for the goal kick, and he will boot it up. West Fargo trying to beat out those defenders on an onside call to see if they can't get somebody on a breakaway here, but like I said earlier in the half, Mustangs not going to make any type of comeback easy, and if you're going to get some goals in, you're going to have to earn them, and that one will fall short of an opportunity, that is, for Kishore Rai. So Cooper Savalson will boot it up, and they're at midfield. It's touched up on, and Mustangs will advance it back up to midfield. Right along that back line, and the shot is on. Nice save by Kasembo by the left foot, and it goes out of bounds. The shot on the net there taken by Caden Aberly, and Kasembo with his right foot, excuse me, keeps it out of the net. Outstanding opportunity there for Aberly and the Mustangs. 6 minutes and change
Seth
to go.
Rocker and Owen Casas return for the Mustangs.
This ball's touched up by the Packers at midfield.
Lisa Kasembo.
Packers take it away, and a whistle, and he'll get up quickly. He seems to be all right. One thing you got to get used to if you don't watch a lot of soccer is sometimes players, when they're not hurt, they'll try, and it's one thing I've noticed. And the offsides is going to be called, so that will not go into the books as a shot for West Fargo. But sometimes they'll try and act it out to draw the whistle or draw that yellow or red card, depending on how severe it is. And I'll admit, the first year I did soccer, I got fooled by a few of them. I thought for sure that I was injured, but over the couple of years, I've kind of learned when it's less serious and when it's more serious. So he popped up here near sideline. 2-on-1 as they get it onto the foot of Breidenbach. That's Reese Breidenbach. Taken away, nicely taken away there by the Packers. They'll see what Atubra can do with it. No, work it back in. Atubra is there again, and loose ball, and he had the first goal, and he might have an opportunity here. And he tried to put it on. The shot was deflected. Ball comes back out about 40 yards away from the goal, over to the far sideline where it's touched up by the Packers.
Logan Hager, let's go.
It's the first thing I've heard him say that I've understood all game. Just under 4 minutes to go. It's always fun doing soccer games. You get stuff like some of these people from other countries. Oh, a nice bicycle kick there from right outside the 6-yard line by, I believe that was Kishore Rai. And it was, yes. But as I was saying, you get some of these people, fans and players, and then fans of those players, whether they're siblings or friends or whatever the case may be, and you sit there and you try and figure out what they're saying, and occasionally you get one or two words. Here's Lobo and a whistle. They will stop the clock, and a card's going to come out here. It is a yellow card on Landon Pritchard. Landon Pritchard gets the yellow card with 3:09 to go, 3:10 I should say. So they'll line the ball up here about 30 yards out from the goal.
Eli Svenby in for West Fargo Packers.
He's so stupid, bro.
Once again, we do apologize for the fans making derogatory comments about the officials there. We don't condone those comments. We don't agree with them. And in most cases, we don't disagree with them either. But or a better way to put that is we remain neutral as far as what the officials call on the field. Done 8 different sports, and I've learned that officials do the best they can with all the fast-paced action, having to call things as they see it on the field or the court or whatever the case may be. So, and that'll be a shot on goal, and that'll be saved by Kisembo. So the clock will restart, just over 3 minutes and change to go. And they'll try and work in the direction of Lobo. And Lobo was offsides according to the near side official as he puts the flag down in front of him to call the offsides call, and that will give the ball back to the Packers. And they'll boot it up and out of bounds, and it's got a pending substitution here for West Fargo, and that is Amda Hall, number 7, who just now checked in on the throw-in toss. Mohammed, number 17. That's probably the easiest name to remember on either of the two rosters. It's the only player that I can think of. And they'll stop the clock again. We'll have another card. So another yellow card issued with 2:09 to go here to West Fargo. Now want to be booted high near sideline, chipped out of bounds there by the Packers. Getting a foot on it there was Rajabo Mauricio. And Lobo just off camera, battling for it there, and it'll go out of bounds. Once again, we can't get that far corner, and we apologize. Next game for the West Fargo Packers will be August 25th versus the Shanley Deacons. The next game for the Cheyenne Mustangs will also be on August 25th. That'll be a road game for the Mustangs. They'll go down to Brent Kwame Field, take on the Fargo South Bruins. Just over a minute to go here, and the Mustangs, barring an incredible comeback turnaround here for the Packers, will likely take the W and improve to 1-0-1 on the season, while West Fargo will fall to 1-1-0 on the season if this score stands, with just under 60 seconds to go. They'll line it up just off screen there, and there comes the free kick over to the other side. Get the camera to move over there quickly enough. It's a lot easier sport to do towards the end of the season than when you take a few months off and come back, do that first game. It's like, okay, how did we do this again?
No, that's not handball, sir.
28 seconds to go.
bro. Drunk, man. Oi, last shoot Oh, last shoot
And they'll get one more kickoff here, possibly, and they will not get an opportunity. And that will be the final score. 3-1 in favor of the Sheyenne Mustangs is your final. As they come here and take matchup 1 of 2, and we'll see if the Packers can get revenge on the Mustangs when they go to play the game down at Sheyenne on August, let's see here, let's double check the schedule here.
Final score
that
tonight,
would be
Sheyenne 3, Packers 1. Thank you for attending tonight's meet and supporting high school athletics.
September
Drive
12th
safely
will be
and
the
see
next
you
time
next
these two
time.
teams meet.
We'll
take a
take
timeout. When we come back, we'll go through some final numbers here and wrap this broadcast up. Once again, your final score. The Sheyenne Mustangs score 3 unanswered and win 3-1 over the West Fargo Packers. Shots on goal unofficially at 16-7 in favor of the Mustangs. We'll take a timeout. Be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network with the postgame show. Order your copy of this game or any of our previous game and event broadcasts on DVD by visiting our website. Just email us the required information found on our website, and we'll mail you your copy of today's game or event on DVD. Orders take approximately 3 to 4 days to arrive. Larger orders could take longer. For all the info on how to order your copy of today's game on DVD, visit our website at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, boys, phones off. Here we go.
You taped it. Thank you, boys. This one was 18, didn't it?
Koto koko.
Shem, boys, drink your milkshake.
Sorry, guys.
Three Lions is now back to a full menu and is open 7 days a week once again. Plus, they are kid-friendly until 9 p.m. every night with a brand-new kids menu. Stop in and ask one of the friendly staff about the daily food specials. Three Lions is now open Sundays 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Monday through Thursdays 11 a.m. to midnight, and Friday and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Three Lions in West Fargo, proudly cheering on all Fargo, West Fargo, and other area teams playing on Magnitude Sports in the 2020-2021 high school sports season. Ask your server to turn on the game at Three Lions.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Do you need a sales sign for your store? Maybe displays to light up your booth at trade shows? Or perhaps you are looking for something personal to make birthday of that special someone extra special? No matter what your need is, at Banner Buzz, we have got you covered. This is how it works. Choose from thousands of display products, customize your sizes, or pick from our standard options. For the design, you can create it using our user-friendly design tools. Upload your own artwork, or ask our experienced designers to design it for you for free. Place your order using your credit card and get it delivered right to your doorsteps right on time. Yes, it's that easy. What's more, our amazing customer happiness advisors are always available to answer any query or concern. So what are you waiting for? Have promotional or decoration plans? Make it visible only with Banner Buzz. To know more and get started, visit bannerbuzz.com today.
Since 1996, Giants have been a go-to snack in the Midwest. We thank you for your continued trust in Giants to provide you the best quality sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, pistachios, and our delicious cashews.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature. which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set sealing a serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back. As we go to our post-game show, your final score here. The West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs defeat the Packers 3-1 here on the Packers home field. Goals started with Kelvin Tubra. He scored to make it 1-0 in favor of the Packers with 6 minutes into the game. And then that would be the only balls that the Packers would get into the net as it would be Abraham Cawley tying it up 6 minutes later at 1-1. That would end up being our halftime score. And then Brady Lambert, about 6.5 minutes into the second half, would score to make it 2-1. And then it would be approximately, let's see here, about 9 minutes later, with 26 minutes remaining, Caden Aberly would score to make it 3-1, and that would end up being your final score, 3-1. Shots unofficially at 16-7 in favor of the Sheyenne Mustangs. Once again, you can find us online on YouTube and on Twitter and on Facebook. You can email us at msportsnetlive@gmail.com or visit and browse our website at msportsnet.com as well. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Magnitude Sports and then click on the bell and select your alert preference. You can also watch these games, whether it's live or on demand, on your home TV. Just access the YouTube app on your home TV and use the search function to find Magnitude Sports and select play on the live video, or choose one of our on-demand videos to watch 24/7 at your convenience on your home TV as well. Once again, you can follow us at msportsnet on Twitter. That should say msportsnet live. We'll have to make an adjustment on that for the next game. And then Facebook you can catch us on Facebook by searching for Magnitude Sports as well. As I was mentioning, games on demand. You can check our website, and nearly every episode, or I should say broadcast, whether it's sports or graduation or something else that we've done, is available to watch there on our website. And these two games will be available there. I'm not sure whether the JV game isn't showing up there yet. Maybe we'll have to hit a setting on that to get it changed. And then our upcoming broadcast schedule will be, our next game will be the Packers and the Deacons on the 25th. So about a 5-day break, at least to the best of our knowledge, we'll have a 5-day break. And then we'll be down at Sheyenne High School for the first time as the Mustangs will host the Fargo Davies Eagles. And then we'll have our first two football games on August 28th. I'll be in Kindred for the Vikings and the Jaguars from Northern Cass. And Jared Mendenwald will be down at Sheyenne High School to do the Mustangs and the Red River Rough Riders football game. And then Saturday, I'll be in Castleton for the Squirrels and the Broncos for the first game of the season for Central Cass and Lisbon. And then we come back to West Fargo right here to kick off the month of September as the Packers host the Red River Rough Riders. And then you can see the rest of our schedule there for the fall lined up. Once again, your final score: the Sheyenne Mustangs score 3 unanswered to pick up the 3-1 win. Mustangs improve to 1-0-1 on the season. 1 win, no losses, and 1 tie. And the West Fargo Packers fall to 1 win, 1 loss, and no ties on the season. That's going to wrap it up for us. We'll talk to you on August 25th, if not before then, with our next matchup right here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Have a great evening.